shake. How are we today? Yeah, it gets like that sometimes, doesn't it? But keep going, you'll get there. The better days will come. Okay, let's get the game launched. We swap over here and pray the game doesn't completely crash out. Come on, reload. There we go. Should be coming up. There it is. Why does that look broken? That looks lined up. And then the game's going to stall again, so we restart it again. There we go. Right. We did crank the volume down quite a bit since last time. Let's see, if I continue into the game, I should be able to get into the options and I can turn the sound up a little bit. So we're continuing on with the game we started over the Halloween week. Okay, settings, audio, bump that back up. Leave music down because the music's quite loud on this one. Should sound a bit better. Well, last time I was live, the game was quite loud and I ended up having to crank the volume like way down on OBS. Alright, okay, crank it up on OBS. This might stall the game for a little bit. Put that back to about there, I think, is where I used to keep that going. Right, so I've cranked it up on OBS, I've cranked it up on here. It should be a fair bit louder now. Yeah, there we go.
Never walked back on the road from the aged man's abode.
Oh, blazes. Sorry. I know. I can't sing.
What was that song, Jasper? Just fine. Where am I going again? I'm lost. Right, we're here and we're heading here, so go back onto the road here and off in that direction. So, where's the road?
Huh?
Oh, that's right, I was exploring this territory, the road's over there. original model. I mean, they've modified it quite a bit, but yeah. In the base game Skyrim, I know where that tower is. I've cleared it out many a time. Right, just quickly double check. We are now back on the road. Yes, we're going up here. We've got junction, turn right, then left, then right. Ooh, what are you? Little birdie. It's like a pheasant or something. And that is a wolf. And that's like a hornet nest. Heartland, Ark. Fortunately, the wolf didn't seem to be hungry. Deer and a bunny. Okay, I'm getting blinded by my new... I've set up a new lamp on my desk to try and provide a bit more light onto my face to make it easier for the camera. I'm going blind in my right eye. Well, I was playing regular Skyrim earlier just to make myself feel like a god again, you know, playing the game where I can just walk up and just one-shot all the wolves. Piggles! Baby piggy!
There it is. Ark.
Madame?
Majestic, isn't it?
So it goes all the way up there. You can't really see it at night. There's this big, massive towering rock, and there's a big building on it with this like giant balcony. Well, that's the thing. The game it's based on is a world that has two moons, whereas this one only has the one moon, I think. I can't remember if they left the second moon in. So, we walked in here.
Madame?
Ark, Westgate discovered.
Yes?
Thought he was going to stop me going in
Yes?
there. But yeah, red moon would usually be a blue moon, and a gold-coloured one's a harvest moon.
And here we are. Welcome to Ark. I've got some things to take care of here. So let's meet at the market once you're ready to meet Grandmaster Tealor Orenthiel and his mages in person, all right? By his own son, Nerazul, yeah. But roughly 2.5 years ago, he suddenly appeared back in Enderall, accompanied by a handful of mages who once fought against him in the Great War. Weird, I know, but that's how it was.
The Lightborn's most trusted servant returned to Enderall together with his former arch-enemies?
He did, yeah. It seems that something happened between him and them that made them sort out their issues, you could say. They're allies now, and frankly, nobody quite knows why. You can imagine what kind of uproar that caused among the Holy Order itself. But in the end, Orenthiel got things his way. You can say what you want about him, but he never lost his charisma, that's for sure.
So that means the Lightborn's most vicious enemies now work together with the Lightborn's most faithful servants. That's
You're telling me.
bizarre.
But apparently their alliance has something to do with this red madness. I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, sure, I should have thought of that. Pardon me. All right then. Ark is divided into 5 districts, not counting the harbor. The Foreign Quarter, where we are right now, the Marketplace, the Nobles' Quarters, the South Quarter, and the Temple. If you're looking to gear up, I guess the market would be the place to go. You can find anything there, from food to weapons, armor, and whatever else you need.
Oh, goody.
If it's magical supplies and alchemy you need, however, you best try your luck in the Nobles' Quarters. But prepare yourself for some dismissive looks. Up there's also the bathing house and the theater, in case you have the coin for that. Finally, there's the temple, which is hard to overlook. Normal citizens are not permitted to enter it, and from up there, the Holy Order reigns over this country. But if all goes according to plan, you'll soon see it from the inside. And then there's the Undercity.
Undercity? That doesn't sound too inviting.
Yeah, it doesn't, and it isn't. The Undercity's a cluster of caves directly beneath our feet. And down there is where the poor and the sick live, not to mention those that the Order doesn't like to see in their neat, pretty streets in the upper city. Not a place I'd recommend you visit, at least not unless you're looking for mischievous things.
Try just adjusting that lamp ever so slightly because I do kind of like the ability to see. It's the whole fantasy escapist, thing. I got into that when I was younger. Some people read books. Books gave me headaches, so I played fantasy games. Probably get it from my mum, actually. I mean, just about every book that she reads is in this same sort of genre. So I'd probably get it from her. I'm also quite a fan of sci-fi stuff. That's why the Super Mecha Champions, the sort of future world with mechs and stuff.
Great. Then see you later and enjoy your stay.
Yeah, it's night time. I don't think I'm going to be able to buy anything. You've risen to level 5. You receive 5 learning points, 4 crafting points, and 1 memory point. Current attributes. Skidoo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Well, mana's looking a little on the low side, so I think I'll boost mana. Press H to open your hero menu and check out your scores. Okay. I'm going to meditate and go use that memory point. Bugger! Hello! Welcome in. We're playing some more Enderal. Here's what I'm for. Should be this one. Increase damage and power of your blows and shield bashes, but also the damage you take yourself. Cannot be stacked with other combat stances. That's a hell of a trade-off. 10% more damage, 50% more power, but 40% less damage resistance. Oof. So basically you hit like a truck, but you get hit just as hard in return. That doesn't sound like a very fair trade. Right, so it's this one then. Area of the Keeper improves the effect of defensive techniques like blocking or heavy armor. Oh yeah, that's going to improve our armor. That's tier 2, so what's the one above it? Shield wall. Tier 1 blocking is 15% more effective. Tier 2 blocking is another 12% more effective. Can't wait to show Pen my bread collection.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
I imagine they wouldn't be at night in a big city. Within Ark, you may also use the signpost to travel back and forth between the different districts. To do so, just walk in front of a signpost and interact with it. So there's fast travel inside the city. That's how big this city is.
I just don't respect the elders anymore.
Two women fight for freedom, peace, city guard.
What?
Oi, you... Don't look at me like that. Looking for trouble, eh?
Look at that, he's so drunk his neck keeps disappearing. Which way am I going? Does the map tell me?
Everything was better in the old days.
Does this lead to the marketplace? That's what I'm looking for. Hoping the marketplace has like a tavern or some place where I can rest. Is that a tavern? There's a shop.
We always go too easy on this gun.
Meat market. Stalls. There's another shop. It's the bank. Shop.
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Watchtower. Shop. Clothing. Blacksmith. Come on, there's got to be a tavern here somewhere, right?
Watch it. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
Seriously, where's the tavern?
My dame.
There absolutely has to be a tavern. And it goes back to the foreign corner. What am I missing?
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
Okay, fine. I guess we'll just sit on the bench here and wait. Now, how do we pass time again? To search for a bed to rest. So I have to find a tavern. Is it up here? Here maybe?
That's it. And why is it Malphas who carries the Sun Temple on his back? Isn't that a gesture of servitude?
No, Malphas carries the Sun Temple because he also carries humanity. Without the benevolence and sublimity of the gods, the world would still be at war, just as it was after the devastation of Starfall. Everything we have, we owe it to them.
In the old days.
Correct. The gods' reign is not driven by greed for power. Their highest endeavor is the preservation of peace,
Huh? Can I help
no
you?
matter the cost. Keep that in mind, son.
I'm seriously confused here. Other goods. Forge work.
Road from the aged man's abode.
Farmer's hut? That's somebody's house. Guild house. Unoccupied house requires a key. Interested in this house, then request an audience at Silverin and Friends. So I could potentially buy a house. Oh, that would get me a bed. I just want to find a bed. Can you tell me where I can find
Greetings.
a tavern? No, you won't tell me squat. That's nice blood. Go and sit on trading post. So was the tavern back in the other area then? South Quarter. Let's try South Quarter, see if there's a tavern there. There has to be one somewhere.
Yes?
And if there is one up in the nobles one, they're not going to let a ruffian like me in there. This rate, I'm not going to need to rest because the sun's going to come up before I find the blooming tavern. Access to the inner city. Don't tell me this is the only tavern.
Luck blessed. Just how they are.
Mark beer sale.
Madame. Madame.
That's just
Madame.
Okay,
everything
so I
was
can't even like
better
order
in the old
drink.
days.
Brewery. So
Oh,
this
you're here.
is the
I,
tavern.
didn't know you were on patrol
Not the
today, too.
tavern because there's no
Hi.
accommodations.
Darwin's wife got sick, so I pitched in.
City main tavern. There's 20-minute day-night cycle. So for every minute that goes past in the real world, it's a touch over an hour airtime. So we need about 6 minutes. And the shop should be open. No, just a little bit of dust in the air. I have a slight dust allergy, as pretty much everybody with asthma does. There we go. Guess I can just move the story along since it doesn't look like the stall's going to be open for a while. Don't crash now. Do you? Is there something I need to change on the settings? And aspect ratio set fine. I mean, the graphics quality is set to ultra because it's based on Skyrim, and on my computer Skyrim runs perfectly fine in ultra. Difficulty adept. Ah, I've got a difficulty set to adept. What's the other options then? Novice, apprentice, adept, expert, master, and iron pass. I guess we'll leave it on adept. Optimization. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything there I need to adjust. Okay, let's just try starting the game again. Oh, you get to see a doctor soon. That's good. Hope it all goes well. Patch, speed hack, ENB, or EN boost. Turned on in ENB local. So that's the ENB file that's running apparently. Okay.
Walk blessed.
Walk off, mate.
They just sit on
So
their
have you got
asses
long
and
to
hope things
wait for
settle
the appointment, or is
themselves.
it relatively soon?
Can I help you?
Well, look who's arrived. Did you have any problems finding your way around? Right, you're from Ostian. I almost forgot. They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life.
Relatively soon. Oh, that's not too bad then.
Here, put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's necessary. Just trust me.
Oh great, I look hideous in this costume. It made my hair go away. You mean man, you took away my hair. I'll get my hair back once I can take this silly disguise off. It's because we're going through the noble quarter. Because he's known he's
So
fine,
about
but
this
I'm
fever.
not, so I need to
Usually
look the
those
part.
gifted with magic have to the order and then pass a ritual that teaches them how to deal with their magic. The journey to the water is what they call it. Once they've passed that, the fever reduces to an endurable level, and new arcanists have their names registered in some kind of holy book. But there are other ways to get rid of the fever, and I hope my employer can tell you about them.
That would be good.
Okay, almost there.
Barrack quarter. Wait a second, there was a door to the barrack quarter in the market. We didn't have to cut through the noble bit, so why am I wearing a stupid disguise? Is this the only way that gets onto this path? Is that what the issue was? Wow, he's not waiting around, is he?
Hold it, my sir. No civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you, and what leads you to this holy place?
Business. I'm Jaspar Dalveric, and I work for the Naramese Mages.
Oh, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
Marija de Luna from Ostian, esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance, the most prestigious perfumery in all of Vin. Archmagister Marigil sent for her. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him.
That was a
Fair
very
enough,
off
you
the
may
cuff
pass.
kind of disguise.
But show this place the respect it deserves, mercenary. You too, my Dame de Luna.
You have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
Well, I guess he had to put me as somebody from Ostian because of the accent. Sutton Temple. Can I take this guy's off here?
Well, that went better than expected.
Rio de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance?
Hey, it worked, didn't it? That's all that matters. Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine. His name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Narathzor Orenthiel's former followers, which the new Grand Master, Tealor Orenthiel, brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order. They usually wear green, while the Order wears white or red. That should make it easy for you to tell them apart. Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Narathzor's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard. Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions, and help you get rid of the fever. Come, follow me.
Can I take the silly costume off here? get lost in this place.
All right, here we are. Hang on.
No. That's not how you do it.
Blast it! I'm just being careful. We
Like
have to.
heck we do. Give me that thing, now. Ouch. Blasted, blistering blazes. That's what you get for working with fumblers. I told you, we
Master
should be
Firespark.
careful. What? Now who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself?
You hired me. The Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So why are you here? Had any luck?
Just spar. And yeah, we did find something.
Suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your flings up here. Do you need me to explain the meaning of the words highly and confidential to you?
I'm sure there's a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later.
Because he probably
This
is in
particular
another
lady over
universe.
here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This woman's magic is different, Meiser. Just feel her aura, and you'll see it. Plus, she's from Narim, just as you are.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake. I really hope you're not wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking person go bonkers. Anyway, that chair over there. Take a seat, and I'll have a look at that fever of yours. All right then, this will tickle a little.
Ow.
No, you're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow and powerful. And do you really want to tell me you've only recently discovered that talent of yours? With that aura, I'm surprised that you haven't turned into an Obaya by now. Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic, and how you met that Scrounger.
Long-winded story gets cut out for brevity's sake.
I see. Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind simply played a trick on you there. Not that it's much of a surprise, considering what you've been through. Actually, you were quite lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance didn't blow your head right off.
Sudden outburst of my glance? What's a glance?
By all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic functioning of magic, then read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the sea of eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities, in which some events have different outcomes, so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meiser Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Well, look at that, Jasper. You surprised me.
That's what I'm being paid for.
How powerful an Arcanist is depends on three factors. How far
That's an interesting way
away
of
are the
explaining magic.
eventualities that he can see, how well he can bring parts of them into our reality, and finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours. Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain inal, but as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic. I'm not going to waste any time with lectures.
Fair enough.
Well, that's probably a sign that you should go easier on the booze. Skill, whether of physical or magical nature, isn't gained through touching some stones, but through hard work and discipline. Even though this screwball Endralean talk of paths and predeterminations tries to tell us otherwise. Ah, well, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic. And now we should...
It all begins with the dreams.
What the... blasted, blistering blazes! Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on? These documents are confidential, for heck's sake. I knew it was a mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Tealor Renthiel here, didn't you, my sir?
what he's doing.
And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with the dreams.
What? Is that true? Oh. Then this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore. Tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room?
A glistening white light and charred bodies, but their flesh was unnatural grey, and I heard all these voices.
Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control. Whatever you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months.
And how can we do that?
Well, that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual the Endraleans practice to get the glance under control is called the Journey to the Water. Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes life worth living. In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Nehrimese know of a way to quicken that process. A shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her name is Lashery, and you should seek her out as soon as possible.
Okay. So, alright then, I'll do this ritual of yours. Where can I find her?
She's currently in a ruin called Old Rashengrad, not far from Ark. Just tell her that I sent you. Give me that map of yours. Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it. I recommend leaving for the ruin straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
So I'm just... left
Quite a
alone.
character, isn't he? But I like him somehow. Here, I owe you this for your help back in Riverville. And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time
That's
being.
where the tavern is.
With all that said, good luck
I knew it had to
mastering
be
your
one
magic, my fair lady. I'll see you around.
During the main story of Enderal, you have the opportunity to deepen your bond to several persons. Caution, these missions aren't available forever. If the main story progresses too far, the storyline of some person stay hidden. So basically, if I go to that pub you just mentioned, I'll get a special mission that allows me to strengthen the bond, as it says, between Jaspar and my character. Also known as romance the guy. Right, there's the stairs. And there. And exit. And can I please take the ridiculous clothes off now? Please, please, please. You know, I'm going to at least take the hat off.
This is holy ground,
There we go.
Outlander.
Perhaps in here again.
You do not belong here.
So if I use the signpost here, I'm allowed to fast travel. So I can
madame.
Now, right turn here. This way. I think Lashiri is the
Walk west.
other option for romancing. So I know there's the guy and then there's a girl as well. But I can't remember if Nashiri is the girl or if there's another female mage that we pick up later on. Pun intended. Right, so junction's coming up. Little tower here, I'll be a watchtower of some kind. So left turn at this junction. It's off the road, but I guess I go past the next junction and then see if I can spot it. An waterfall or something? Ah, look at that, it's a waterfall. I can hear an upset bear, so I'll stop upsetting them. And here we are. Pick that away, I think. I have light here. Spell tome, Dream Eater. Didn't know it was a Pokemon. Ooh, water breathing. That might come in handy. Spell tome, Death Spark. That sounds fun. Blazing Spark. Bolt of Lightning does 15 of shock damage and half as much mana. Rune we already know. Chaos Nova. Does 11 points of entropic damage. This damage rises by 13% per 10% of your currently lost health. Okay, so the more I get hurt, the more the enemy gets hurt. Death Spark. Projectile of dark power which does 18 entropic damage while damaging the caster at the same time. That's going to be a last resort kind of spell. Does 9 points of magic damage to creatures and humans and 1 point of additional damage per 3 points of psionics. Hidden attacks and attacks on mesmerized enemies count as distant hidden attacks. Life absorption. Ward, that's going to be like a magic shield. Increase armor rating by 35 points and reduces magical damage by 35 points. Summon Ancestor. Summon an ancestral spirit at level 7 to fight for your enemies. Right, that should be all the magic I'm allowed to learn right now.
Shit! Get away from there! Now!
You didn't make that shit.
By the prophet's ass! 1 second later and I would have been scraping your remains off the floor. What in blazes are you doing here anyway?
I was right. This is the other person that we get to romance.
Let's put it this way. I know how to hide when I don't want to be seen. And concerning the explosion, you stepped right into a Kyranian dust crystal. Get a little too close and wait a little too long, and you'll have your ass blown around your ears by an explosion that would put any cannon to shame. Lashiri? Oh my. The fellow really isn't one for names, is he? I'm Lashari, but never mind that. At least it proves you're not lying. Anyhow, I hope you're not the backup I asked for. I was hoping for someone more, impressive. No offense.
Yeah, I did nearly get myself blown in half by a very obvious trap that I think she laid.
Is that so? Indeed. You have some uncontrolled magic inside you. And quite a lot of uncontrolled magic. Not bad. I've never felt anything like this before. Very well. If Constantine insists, I will perform the ritual on you. But it'll have to wait, since I'm up to my neck in this shit, as you've probably noticed. Short version or long version? Which do you prefer?
Yeah. Highlights.
We got ambushed. Why and by who, I have no idea. But I'd guess they're mercenaries. They must have found a hidden entrance, because one moment, I was upstairs and inspecting our mules. The next, I'm down in the ruin to find it flooded by these fuckers.
Volume up much more,
Now,
but
here's
I
the
can try
thing.
and put it up a
All
little.
my scrolls and the artifacts we've been searching for are still down there, as are my assistant and his Indralean colleagues.
That is my mic now at absolute max. So that's as far as I can push it. This is probably going to crash the game. Okay, we got away with it.
And before you ask, yes, you can help me. You'll have to, actually, if you want me to tame your magic. I wouldn't have a chance fighting the mercenaries by myself, but the two of us might be able to do it, provided you can defend yourself, which I'm quite sure you can. What do you say? Are you ready?
Well, I think I'll want to put my armor back on first.
Fine, then follow me. And keep your weapons ready. I think I just heard footsteps down there.
Right. Heavy leather boots, heavy leather cuirass, heavy leather gauntlets. I have iron gauntlets, which would be better, right? Yeah. Do you want to put the helmet on? Yeah. Bust out the battle axe.
Shit, you were right. Get them.
Just try.
Damn you!
Kill that guy before they kill me.
Stabbed like a pig. We...
Iron sword, nomad clothes,
Hang on.
city guard boots, city guard shield, light city guard armor, steel sword of the guard.
What's this?
Money.
By the prophet's ass. I don't believe it. They're orders. My assistant, Sev. It seems he's the reason these fuckers managed to take us by surprise.
You have my sympathy.
Save it for Sev when I shove this staff up his ass and fire a thunderbolt.
I like her.
you smell that? That's fire. So, these guys really are trying to destroy our research. We have to do something. You're adept at magic, right? Take this spell and use it to put out the fires. If I'm right, the mercenaries are trying to destroy the stone fragments, and we have to stop them. You take the lower part of the ruin. Try to save as many stones as you can. I'll take the upper part, and when it's all done, we'll meet here again. Oh, and one more thing. If you should find my assistant Sev down there, try to take him alive and bring him to me. I want to take care of him myself, okay? Then let's get going.
Fire extinguisher added to the spell book. Wait, literally? That is literally a spell called fire extinguisher. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to add that to the quick menu list. Go back to my axe because I'm pretty sure fires won't be the only thing I'll have to contend with. Oh, okay. I've now popped into using this spell. Once again for a second while I say hellos. Moktaris. Ask them some questions. Badoons. Yes, we are going to ask them some very difficult questions with a very big axe. Anyway, welcome in. First time chatting. How are we doing? Enjoying the stream? Die, Merc. Where's the other ones? Oops, I got too close to that fire. Ooh, they've got an axe too. Ooh. Well. That didn't go according to plan. Maybe should have healed up before walking in that room. Ah. That fire to deal with as well that I missed. Excuse me, I used an attack there. Choose the elements that describes. Heal. This is going to drain all my mana. That's not good. to say, why am I not dead? My health bar was literally empty there. I don't have the resources to take this fight. So, can I turn the difficulty down? Just give me the... yes. Right, let's see if that will at least let me get through this area without dying. Because I forgot to grab a load of potions and stuff and get my arcane fever reduced somewhat, so I'm probably going to die a million times over if I don't do this. Anyway, let's see if that helps any. Charge! He's down. Wow, the difference in difficulty between apprentice and adept. Right, fire extinguisher.
What are you waiting for? Help me, damn it! Put out the fire!
If I can even reach the fire.
My Malthus, I'm dying here! Help me, for goodness sake! Damn, that was close! Those bastards just left me down here to die. Can you believe it? Despite everything I... Oh, forgive me.
I probably should let him burn. Anyway. 4 of 7 fires stopped. See any chests or anything that might give me some supplies. Okay. This way. This has become Elsa. Okay, so boost mana up a little bit more since we're kind of using that right now. Lock-picking abilities are too low to open this lock. What? So I actually have to upgrade my lock-picking ability in the trees to be allowed to lock-pick certain doors. Okay. I'll have to try and remember that. My next memory point's going to have to go in. This way. He just hit me with, but that just obliterated my life bar. Oh, this room's going to be fun. Not. You know what? What one-handed weapons do I have? Sword. The old swords I don't have. Staff of healing, staff of usual steel sword. Nice. Okay. This lets me keep the ice up and still be able to potentially attack as well. Back and forth between them. Right. Adios, mi amigos. Hey, Fs. No, I'm not affiliate yet because the break in my streams was too long, so I don't have enough streams, hours, and average viewers. Although after today's stream, I will for a number of streams in the last 30 days and hours. I just have to get the average viewer count back. No, not affiliate yet. Come on, I was healing there.
Help me!
You got an ad? I haven't even applied for affiliate. There's no way there's ads on my channel. So wait, Twitch is now putting ads on my channel, despite the fact that I don't get anything for that. I haven't applied for that. I don't even qualify for it. VIPs maybe get to skip ads. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that after the stream. Yeah, okay. So there's now ads on my channel, which means Twitch is now making money off me. Oh, very interesting. Press the button to apply for affiliate. I checked earlier today.
You'll pay for that.
What am I waiting for? Because you're the guy that started all this, so you can wait. he actually dies to the fire. Yeah, I think he might have. Come on, cast the spell. Oh, he died. That's a shame. I was hoping there was some ambrosia around here so I could get my fever a bit more under control. Doesn't have anything on him. Moving on.
Like a bite of flea.
Oh, for goodness sake. Don't want to drop the difficulty down another level, but I might have to. Arcane fever at 62%. God, I'm gonna die getting through this mission. Considering I have to use magic to complete this mission. That one exploded when I walked past it instead of... So I have to... okay. I just had a kill cam on you, why are you not dead? Oh, okay, apparently he was conscious enough to be able to teleport out there. So yeah, that was strange. That No F's got an ad when he came into the channel there. Seriously, didn't know that could happen.
That's all you got?
Cast the spell! Alright. That's it. I'm just playing this for the story anyway. We're going easy mode. I should basically be practically invincible now.
What are you waiting for? Help me, damn it! Damn, that was close. Those bastards just left me down here to die. Can you believe it? Despite everything I did.
Probably just left too quick. You know what? Fighting these guys, I'm taking out the big axe. I need to do some big hits here.
Just a
Why is this game so hard?
Oh, Malthus, be praised! Hey, help!
I swear.
Waiting for? Help me, damn it! Put out the fire! My Malthus, I'm dying here! Help me, for goodness sake! Damn, that was close. Those bastards just me down here to die. Can you believe it? Despite everything I did. Oh, forgive me.
Alright. Let's get out here, see if we can get these guys any easier this time. Die, you son of a... something or other. Oh, level up, thank you. Health. There's my axe. It does happen occasionally. I do try to avoid it, but it does happen occasionally. This is the guy with the enchanted weapon that just one-shots me. I might be about to lock myself in a death loop here, but... Yeah, but the streams do go onto a VOD afterwards, so... Yeah, I just locked myself into a death loop, didn't I? Throwing in that save last second. Right. Heal, and out-heal the dying. Can't believe that worked.
What? That's all you got?
That's all you got? Save 6 of 6. Oh, hey, so that's the end of that. Yay. Enchanted dagger. Dagger of despair. Empty parchment. Teleport to the Sun Temple, that'll be handy. Money, health potion, lockpicks, mana potion, protection from lightning. Well, that would have been handy a minute ago. Actually, I should go check what that guy's weapon is. I can probably take it now. Got the filled soul gem. Right, what was that weapon you had? Ooh, it's a two-hander. No, because that wasn't doing... That's saying fire, but I was definitely getting hit by lightning damage. Okay, so what's this one got on it? Does 5 points of shock damage to health, and half as much to mana. If target dies within the 3 seconds, it will fill a soul gem. Ah, so that's the one he was using on me. For the next 5 seconds, creatures and humans once take 7 magic damage per 5 points of psionics, and stagger if they cast a spell. Do you have anything worth looting? Money. Okay. My game's still louder than me. I mean, we turned the sound up on the game because you couldn't hear it. How's that? I mean, I've cranked the mic up to full volume. I've even moved it like 2 inches closer to me. If I move it any closer, I'll be chewing on it. I don't think she was meant to be floating there, but yeah, we'll take it.
Well, I'll be damned. That's what I call good timing. I take it you were successful? What about the fragments? Did you save them?
Some of them.
Well, I guess that'll have to do. Thanks. What about Sev? Did you find him? Fuck. That little shit. I was hoping I could make him tell us who's behind all this. Well, whatever. No use crying over spilt milk, I guess. What's your name, anyway? Amidst all this, we didn't have time for formalities.
Chrissy.
You're pleased? Well, that's good to hear. I actually had the feeling that I was a little rough on you. Sorry for that, really. Sometimes I just have a short fuse. Anyway,
Koi, hello,
let's
welcome
talk
in.
about the reason you're here. For starters, tell me how you managed to get the old ranter to trust you. That doesn't happen very often.
Long story. Blah,
I've
blah,
got
blah, blah,
time.
blah, blah, blah. 2,000 years later.
Uh-huh. So, you're saying that you learned all this, the magic, the swordplay, in such a short time? That's fascinating, to say the least.
So what's Koi up to today? How are we
And these
doing?
visions, if I understand correctly, you foresaw the death of the two apothecary?
I know how crazy that sounds.
It does indeed. But hey, who am I to judge? Here you are, the mysterious stranger who appeared out of thin air and, without much fuss, took out an entire group of sellswords. And even
without
better,
much fuss, you
now
have no
you tell me
idea.
that these skills come from studying magic for only a couple of weeks, and that you can see the future. You certainly are full of shit. Not you, sorry. I mean, I just had a strange thought. But no, that would be crazy. Way too unlikely.
Well, unlikely isn't a stranger these days. What do you mean?
Well, I'd like to speak freely, but I'm bound to my agreement with the Holy Order. However, I will tell Constantine and old Oranthiel about my theory. And you will probably have to be patient until the latter decides to put you in the picture. Sorry. But if my idea is correct, then we'll be in a position to really kick ass. Anyway, hold still for a moment. Ready? All right, let's do this.
Oh, she's going to finally
Don't
do the
worry,
magic
it'll
ritual.
just
It's
take a
going
little
to
bit.
cause me a bunch of pain, but then allow me to not die quite so quickly from using magic myself.
Fuck!
Except it sounds like she just messed it up. And I'm almost dead. What the heck did you do?
Are you alright? That wasn't on purpose. Really. Sorry, as I said, I didn't mean to do that. I have no idea what just happened. The ritual isn't exactly harmless, but normally you shouldn't feel more than a weak tickle at most, regardless of how it goes down. But, maybe this has something to do with the strangeness of your aura. I already said this, but it's so different.
You're not the first one to tell me that. What exactly do you mean?
It's hard to explain. Somehow complex and cold, maybe. But hey, I'm probably just out of practice. It worked, and that's what matters. Your fever will now settle down to an endurable level, and maybe even vanish if you're careful. And now, I suggest you return to Constantine. I will get the stones to safety in the meantime. You need anything else? If not, see you later. We're going to meet again. I can feel it. Well, put simply, they're supposed to protect us. But old Oranthiel will tell you more about it later. Take care.
So... Where's the exit? This way, I guess? Well, we've been streaming for nearly an hour and a half already. Okay, this... You know, we haven't been able to get a good look at this girl yet, have we? Somebody had fun designing her figure. There's those unhappy bear noises again. Right, I picked up a scroll of teleport to Sun Temple. Release! Over the last 2 years, Enderon has been plagued by a strange sickness called blindness.
There you are.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You don't belong here.
What's that?
Seriously, do I have to put that stupid costume back on?
This is holy ground,
Oh, you're
Outlander.
here.
You do
I
not
thought you
belong
were in the
here.
city.
No, the Archmagister ordered me back. Feels good to be here, to be honest.
Now, if it isn't the prodigy, well,
Problems.
yes, I know. She's already told me everything. Good work, even though part of her report seemed to be a bit enthusiastic. But I'll leave the judgment to Aranthiel. He wants to talk to you anyway. Seems you've caught his interest. Blazes, I just can't bloody
I'm not sure if I want to be part of this, whatever it is you're searching for. Where can I find him?
In the Emporium, the last building on the left side of the temple. Just tell the guard that Aranthiel has asked for you, and they will let you in. Ah, yes, before I forget. My dame Lucy has left a token of gratitude for you. It's your choice. Do you want a book, an old map, or a bag of pennies?
+2 learning points, which could be handy since I could do with some learning stuff. Take the treasure map.
I just can't bloody believe it.
Pouch of coins. You know what? I'll take the learning
Very well.
points.
I'm sure we'll talk again later.
I'm still almost dead at this point, which is kind of hilarious. Oh well, since I was picking up some spells, I might as well. Roasted rabbit food. That should help with health a little bit.
Instability that made him susceptible to the red madness in the first place. But let the Flameling and the Apothecary find that out. I have to go now, brother. Walk blessed.
Move along.
Experience points. Arcane Fever, 67%. Whoosh. Arcane Fever determines your mental health as a magic user. Casting healing spells using health potions or being at specific locations raise the fever. When your fever increases, you first get. Really? Once it hits 100%, you die. And I'm at 67. Oh, good.
As if they'd ever listen to me.
Door around the back. Door around the back.
Well met. Huh, the notorious prodigy. I was told you know a lot about swordplay. I'd love to see if there's any truth to that.
Oh, this is lifted from the Blue Palace. And then goes in.
Who are you?
Madness. We need to find out who sent the mercenaries. This Pegast said that they were after the Signet Stone, and if they succeed in getting hold of it next time, then the Black Guardian alone knows how to stop the cycle.
The cycle. Listening to you talk almost makes me forget that all this fuss here is merely based on some bad dreams you and your Neremese friends had.
The threat is real. Deny it as much as you like, but deep inside, you feel it as much as I do.
Tila, you're a commander, and a commander doesn't care about feelings, but about facts. You have made this mistake before, Tilor, back then in Kira.
Natara, the mission will happen. I'm sorry.
You have a visitor.
So, you are the prodigy everyone is talking about. Interesting. I am Tiela Aranthia, son of Lorius I and Grandmaster of the Order, and I'm honored to meet you. What is your name? Yes, and I will come straight to the point. You are here because I believe that you are special. Humanity faces a threat that needs to be stopped, and to achieve this, you are indispensable.
Oh great, I'm the chosen one.
Among other things, yes. I do not need to explain to you that the present situation on Vin is chaotic. The wars, the living dead, common people who are losing their minds, to name only the most obvious. What most people are not aware of is the connection between these events. You, however, have encountered it, as have I.
The visions, so you know where they come from?
I do. And I will explain everything to you. What it means, who we are, and what your part in all of this is. Come, follow me. Maybe you already know who I am. My entire life, I served the gods who ruled Vin, until their death 2 years ago. What you probably do not know is that the one responsible for their death is my son, Narazul Aranthiel. He hated the Lightborn because he believed that they robbed mankind of their right to freedom, so he strived to overthrow them. He found followers, formed an army and declared war on them, and thus on me, a servant of the Lightborn as well. It all ended in a battle 30 years ago, which Narazul won. He killed every single survivor except for me, and locked me in a dungeon on Nerim. I still do not know why he spared me. There were circumstances favoring the development, but it's a long story which we won't discuss now. Good question. Because at the moment stability is the highest good, even more so considering what we are facing. The rulers of Kira and Kile both made the mistake to acknowledge the death of the gods to their people, and the civil wars that followed in their countries are evidence of the chaos that such a revelation entails. Enderal is the cradle of the Order of the Gods, the epitome of theocracy. It is unthinkable what would happen if we confirmed these rumors. I am sure you understand this. Maybe when all this is over that will change, but for now it is imperative that we deny all rumors of that kind.
Fair enough.
Yes, after more than 30 years, when the death of the gods made the magic around the prison disappear. And during my escape in the northern mountains of Nerim, I also had them for the first time, the dreams. I always saw the same glaring, terrible light. Heard screaming, and I felt like I was burning up from the inside. And above all, like a veil, there was the knowledge of imminence. At first, of course, I dismissed these dreams as the delusion of a man close to death. So I concentrated on making it through the mountains somehow. 2 days after my escape, I was completely exhausted, and I would have died if a former acolyte of my son had not found me. Yes, but he did not recognize me, and brought me to their headquarters instead, an old monastery in the mountains. The others were aware of my identity, but for whatever reason they did not kill me. Maybe because they thought that the death of the Lightborn had made me insignificant. I do not know. Still, even after my recovery, the dreams continued. At first, I doubted my sanity, but after some time I told the leader of the mages, Constantine, about them. And he said something that I had never expected. I was not alone. He, as well as many others magically gifted on Vin, dreamed the same dreams. And the more we talked about the matter, the stronger our suspicion grew, which has now turned out to be the truth. The dreams, they come from the same place. They are a shared memory. A collective subconscious. Yes, I know that you can feel it too. and probably far more intense than we do. But like you back then, we were not able to make sense of the images. So we went looking for answers in the remains of the civilization that was before us, the Pyreans.
What's the excavations like in Russian Grad?
Three things. First, there were many civilizations before us and before the Pyreans. Maybe hundreds, maybe thousands. Second, the history of each civilization unfolded and still unfolds according to a pattern. They emerge, they blossom, and at some point, at the apex of their existence, they simply disappear without any trace. And third, everything that has happened in the past years, and which is still happening, indicates that this disappearance lies ahead of us. We are part of an eternal loop, a cycle, and our cycle is approaching its end.
Hundreds of prophets have predicted the end of the world, and it never happened.
I see why you would say that, and I felt the same way for a very long time too. But there came a moment when we simply could not deny it anymore. We began to study the history of the Pyreans more intensely, and the parallels were extraordinary. In its early days, the Pyrean Empire was split up by a disaster, just like Vin was split up by the Starfall after the reign of the Eterna. Also, the Pyreans had a ruling caste who declared themselves gods after the catastrophe. The two castes of the Sun Priest. They too ruled until they were overthrown. This overthrowing was followed by an outbreak of wars and chaos. And then, just like that, the Pyreans ceased to exist. They knew it was imminent, but they could not prevent it. They called this event the Cleansing.
Pyreans knew about the threat. Why didn't they try to do something urgent?
They tried, but they failed. Who knows why? Maybe they found out too late, or maybe they were too weak. That is the question we need to find an answer to. The end was not violent, at least not in the sense as we know it. There was no natural disaster, no magical explosion, no plague. Even though there was war in the Pyrean Empire before its ruin, when the cleansing happened, it was as if all living beings simply fell down and died. It is ghastly. Well, this is the reason why we need your help. Not only episodes of history recur within every cycle, characters do as well.
Characters recur?
Yes, the Pyreans call them the Emissaries. They emerge very shortly before the cleansing occurs, like a law of nature, an answer to the Red Madness. And I am one of them, as are you. While I take on the role of the ruler, you take on the role of the prophetess. It's just a description. Call it what you will. But without doubt, it is the truth. Your story matches the descriptions perfectly.
And I take it this is the reason the Nerys mages are here, isn't it? First part, cast, Sharon.
Yes. Former enemies or not, both sides have understood the magnitude of the threat. The magical knowledge of Narazul's former mages is vast, as is the power of the Holy Order. Even though not all of the Keepers agree, as you probably have already noted yourself. I do not know. Firespark the Mage has told me your story, and even though your fate is tragic, unlike me, you were insignificant before your change. So maybe everyone can become an emissary, or we simply have not understood the pattern yet. No, as I already said, the emissaries simply appear at the beginning of the end, like pieces on a chessboard. We are determined by our skills, how and to what end we use them, is our choice. On the one hand, your power. You carry the potential to master any skill within a fraction of the usual time needed. I assume you have already realized this. On the other hand, your ability to look into the past, and therefore into the future. Your visions are a window into the past. And as every cycle is based on the same events, it is a window into the future as well. You can feel the thread this world is woven with. And because of that, you can see things that have happened, and thus will happen again. This gift makes you indispensable to us, and it is why I want your help.
Goody.
That is the wrong question. The correct question is, what alternative do we have? To wait and die? Good. However, there's one more thing before the actual work begins. I want you to join our order, and to do so, you have to pass a test. A trial. It is. Whatever you think about our story, we are the only faction that is strong enough to oppose the cycle. If you want to be part of our mission, you need to have access to our knowledge and resources. There will be voices in the Order speaking against your admission, as they are speaking against the presence of the Neremese mages. Consider it an honor or a necessity. It is up to you. It is the trial the novices have to pass in order to be exalted to the role of a keeper. Only the best students of the Squalor are allowed admission, and even though you have not been a novice, I want you to take it too. At this very moment, 2 novices are on their way to the testing grounds. I have informed them about your arrival. I have only a slight acquaintance with them. However, I know that they are both very talented and have been working hard toward the test. But see them for yourself.
Okie dokie.
I had a hunch. Let us leave it at that. At the border to the Heartland, near the Whisper Wood. They will be waiting for you there. Take the Myret, talk to Signet Master Bartar, and hand him this package. And then follow his orders. One more thing. It might be self-evident, but keep your knowledge about the death of the Lightborn to yourself. I do not believe you can do any real harm, but in the worst case, path-abiding people will consider you a heretic. After the cycle has been stopped, we will deliberate upon how we deal with the matter, if and how we tell our people about it. But not now, that is for sure. Now, leave. The sooner we can dispense with this formality, the better.
Okie dokie. There we go, let's fix him out real quick. Man, we could do with finding a shop, maybe get rid of some junk I'm probably carrying.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You don't belong here.
And then get some supplies, get my hands on some ambrosia so I can get rid of that 67% kill count on my head would be good. Stay time, so let's see. This one.
Yes.
Music's not too bad in this game. Let's teleport scroll to Ark, that'll be handy later. just going to lead me straight to the exit, but actually I don't want to go to the exit yet, I want to go back to the market square.
Yes?
My
So... Foreign Quarter Marketplace, there we go.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Rumors circulate, rumors about the horrible events of the past moons. They speak of a red madness that befalls peaceful souls.
Madame?
Yeah? What do you want? Uh-huh.
All you who live now.
Now, I just put them out for you to look at.
Do not be afraid.
Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Pathless spirits are prone to the workings of this red madness.
Yeah, people want the blueprints. What's I needed for now? Don't suppose it matters. So, yeah, right. So, keep spare parts. Don't know if I can get any of that. Don't need those. Don't need that. Okay, so keep hold of that because that's a set, so we can get a bonus from it. That. That one. So that. Keep that. So that, because we've got that one now. Pickaxe will be handy. Do I keep the staff of healing? It could be useful. Golden sword. Right, over here. It's got a health potion, we'll take that. Thank you, sir.
Secret? I have books, scrolls,
Can I help
potions.
you? Walk blessed. Sure, take a look.
More health potion, thank you very much. Some scrolls, some crafting items. Chain lightning, circle of protection, divine shield. Increase armor rating. Equilibrium. Converts 15 health into mana. You can die if you overdo it. Okay. Suicide spell. Transfer 25 points of your mana to your apparition, as well as 3 per 3 points in mentalism. Your apparition? One roll, 5 point. Yeah, okay, well, we're not that interested in spells. I can pick up plenty as I'm going round. What do you say?
Walk blessed. What can I do for you? Sure.
So, ingredients.
Come back anytime.
To me. What do you sell?
Oh, mostly pastries and sweets. Quite delicious, if I may say so. And I don't even need to shout it across the entire city.
Pie, date cake, Delian crusted bread, Delian sugar bread, honey nut, pretzels, cream pie, cake. I'll have 2 cakes and some bread, please. Don't think I need 15. 5 will probably do. That should help keep me alive.
Hungry? I've got just what a weary traveler
Only the
needs.
best and fresh from the Red Sea.
Morala's blessings, my friend.
Spices, rugs, delicacies, only the best. Straight from Kile. Take a look.
Nah.
Farewell.
Not much interest there.
Sailors, how long do they expect me to wait for my shipment?
Tailoring. Skyfoil, hello, evening, welcome in. Always good to see a first-time chatter. How are we today? As you
All
can see,
for
we're
the
playing a bit of Enderal.
well-dressed my sir, and my dame, of course. Walk blessed. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look.
Defensive roll. Light armor fortified by 4. So we've got circlets. Here.
May his light
Not as
guide you.
much.
Come back if you find the time.
I guess now we're using heavy armor, so I probably want to go to this guy.
Looking for steel. Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Well, let's see, what have we got in the limbs? Cold Night. Does 4 points of frost damage to health and stamina. Is that a one-handed or a two-handed? It's greatsword, it's a two-hander. Tempting. Battle Axe, Gleaming, Cleor, Dagger Mace, Steel Greatsword. What's the base damage on the Steel Greatsword? 8. And Cold Night there is 12. Iron Boots, Iron Cuirass, Iron Gauntlets, Iron Helmet, Steel. Ooh, now there's an upgrade. Let's see. I don't have the money for this. What can I sell? So, I have basically nothing for that. Oh, that's so annoying. Can't even afford that sword. Unless I sell off the bunch of like enchanted ones I have here. Well, actually, I've got that sword which does the same amount of damage. You know, I'm selling that, selling that, selling that. That actually does more damage. Can I at least get? Okay, so I can get iron boots. So that gives me iron boots, iron gauntlets. Sell the heavy leather boots. Got an iron helm. So the iron cuirass, I can afford that. So then I can sell the heavy leather one. Gives me at least a slight upgrade in armor. So better than nothing.
Come again.
Let's try equipping that sword just now. So, how's everybody doing? Finding the game interesting at all?
Hey.
Now, a quick reminder, I will say that I am playing the version of Enderal that goes with the original version of Skyrim. They do have a version of it that is paired up with Special Edition, or Anniversary Edition as it would be now. So, yeah, if you are interested in this game, you can find it on Steam. make sure you have the base copy of whichever version of Skyrim you're playing. So you'll need to have either Skyrim Legacy Edition or, let's say,
Madame.
Skyrim Special Edition, Anniversary Edition, whichever one you have installed. Make sure you have at least started the game. I'm pretty sure you also need SKSE. So you have to have that installed as well, so make sure to run that as well so that all its files are properly installed. And then this will actually show as a separate game in your Steam library. Yeah, so you can just launch it as a separate game. Like I said, you have to do all the prep work first. So it has absolutely zero effect on your load order if you have mods for Skyrim normally, because it actually runs, as I say, as a separate instance. It uses Skyrim like a game engine, as it were. Are we near the gate?
Madame?
Open to the Heartland.
Oh my. Another exhausted soul, aren't you? Are you sure you want to keep going like that?
Pay 600 pennies. I would if I had 600 pennies.
Greetings.
I still never did get that down, did I? Oh well, I'll just have to try and avoid using magic.
Obulus, my dame, please. Oh, what will we do?
Alright, so heading here. So we're down this road, past that junction, those junctions. In fact, if I just stay on this road. Okay.
Madame?
That sword is quite large. Who are you?
Hey, you there. Yes, you. Can you spare a moment for him? He would be very grateful.
Oh, goody.
Your help. Tell him, do you have good eyes? Good, very good. Let him cut to the chase. He is in dire need of eggs. Lots of eggs. And he wants you to help him.
You're a starling, aren't you?
A half-starling, yes. But unfortunately, he's not from Anku, if that's what you would have asked next. Which is something he really regrets. This world, it's so dirty, so loud. But, well, what can you do? One is what one is. It is, indeed. The eggs he is looking for are hard to come by. Do you see those brown hammerbirds circling over the heartland? In many other countries, such as Nerim or Kira, their hatchlings are brought up to be letterbirds. He wants to raise such letterbirds for a special purpose. So, what do you say? Will you help an old starling? The ancient fathers would thank you for it. He's sure of that. Oh, that's hard to explain. He doubts you would understand. But it has to do with our lost home, the Star City.
It's funny, I have an odd noise going on in my headphones there. Oh, it seems to have stopped now.
Yes, the place we Starlings come from, and where we are destined to return to eventually. Don't you know the stories? There's a city far up in the sky, and all the worldly suffering doesn't exist there. But this is no place to talk about that. There are books which could explain our prophecies a lot better than he ever could.
Hammerbird eggs. Understood. Where exactly can I find them?
Well, that is the part where your good eyes come into play. All you need to do is follow the movements of the birds flying above the sea here and in its vicinity. Eventually, they will return to their nests, and that's where you can find the eggs. Just come back once you've found a good handful or more. He will wait for your return.
Okay, I'll see what I can do while I'm out exploring. No promises. So, I stay on the road for a good long ways. Automatic saves. I think in the settings it's got the automatic saves to go off every 5 minutes. Alright, Wolfie, where are you? Here. So 3 junctions on the left, and it's the third one. Okay, okay. Building. Church, maybe? Skeleton. Excuse me, I'm not doing any damage. Thank you. Anything good here? Health potion. Oh well. Something, I suppose. Brody's running around. Shouldn't you be flying, little one? So next left turn. That's gonna be a bandit.
Yeah.
Die. Torches are probably going to be useful. Red mark on the radar. Is there a bandit here?
Are you drunk? Come on, you can do better.
Yeah.
I picked up some food, didn't I? Yes. Cheese, rest of the camp here and see what I can loot. Money, locket, arrows. Learning book, heavy armor, debt. We'll be using that. Where's that book? Oh, there it is. The knowledge contained in this book is very advanced for you. You still can use it for the desired effect, but it would make more sense to use books corresponding to your current skill level. Do you want to do it nonetheless? No then. That means a higher level. Well, that's something I should check if I've got any memories and then see if I can upgrade lockpicking. So we're in here and we have... Where's the lockpicking one? Is it there? Here maybe? Assassination. Lycanthrope. Focus. Where do I boost up the... Okay, I need to do a be right back. So bear with me here a moment, everybody. Okay, that's a bit better. Yeah, quickly fix this camera. Load the game. Right. Metal salt. Soulsmith. Summon apparition. So that looks like a sort of necromancer thing. It said I needed to increase my DPS throat count. So where's the one for pickpocket? Ghost walks in here. So is it on this one? Skilled hands, concentration, firearm, tracer, thief apprentice, sharp leader, expert locksmith. So locksmith one at a lower tier. Magics. That's going to be annoying. Must be skill books then I can get to boost my experience a lot. Pay attention for that. This way. Both sounded a little closer. Just cap them. Right, this must be my turning.
A lonesome traveler. Folks just need to learn. No!
Yes, and that third dot is, yep, Archer. Arrows. Is it a bandit camp just literally at the side of the road? Okay. Probably not where I'd put it, but... Ooh, upgrade. They didn't have any of this stuff. Oh. Blueprint Steel Warhammer. Ooh, Steel Boots, that's an upgrade. Cages, I'm doing some poaching here by the look of it. Hello, Neon. And Medine. Welcome in. We're still working our way through this game that I started playing over Halloween. Arrows. Meh. Oh, now that's something. Recipe for a potion of ambrosia. Baldrus root and vinroot. Right, so those stupid Scoffy vinroot things. Ugh. Let's keep an eye out for that Baldrus root then. 'Cause that's a potion that I could really use about now. So anyway, how are we doing, guys? Birdie. Can I kill you for you? Yes. And I was right, it's a pheasant. God, I was worried about the wolves, but more bandits to worry about. That's a mad-looking shield. Give me that shield, mate. You don't need it anymore. off your friend first. Money. Lockpick. Arrows. You've got nothing else worth grabbing. Now, what the heck was going on with that shield? Fine steel shield. That's a steel shield? I'll update that. So how are we doing today? Neon, Nadine? How's things? Am I lost yet? Oh no, place some headings just up here. Okay. That was something a bit bigger.
To do, so little time.
Oh, the mirror. Hello, friend.
Yes?
Grandmaster Arantheal sent me. I'm supposed to take the trial to become a keeper.
Oh, yes. You're the prodigy. I was expecting something else. I hope you're aware of what you're getting yourself into. Our novices trained for years for this trial, and as much as I respect the Grandmaster, I think this is naive.
Until the school day ends.
In other words, it will be dangerous.
Panic attacks
Be
aren't much
aware
fun. I've
of
only
that.
had a couple since I got diagnosed with stress-related anxiety, which is supposed to trigger panic attacks, but I'm, let's say, unconventional. In my case, instead of triggering panic attacks, it usually triggers chronic depression, which is so much more fun. Not. At least dangerous means not boring. The way the Grandmaster put it, I don't seem to have much of a choice.
Oh, look at that. It's a bold swashbuckler. But fine, as you like. Then it seems I'm granted the extraordinary honor of exalting the first Pathless in the history of the Order to a keeper. The others will scream for joy. Give me the package the Grandmaster gave you, and say hello to your new comrades. I have to go prepare something.
What? Oh, hello. You're our unexpected addition, aren't you? The prodigy?
That's me.
It does, actually. I'm Kalia Sakaresh, by my path, novice and aspirant to the First Sigil. I have been told what you did in Old Rashengrad, that you saved the excavations and fought back the mercenaries all on your own. An astonishing feat, truly. You have my respect for that.
Probably wasn't as glorious as you picture it. Saved excavation, yes, but the people from your order were already dead.
I know, but you tried. You know, I'm really curious as to what the mercenaries thought they were doing. Someone willing to attack the Holy Order is either extremely powerful or extremely naive. Anyway, it's been an honor to meet you in person. Let's talk later.
I seem to remember that mark on her face means something, but I can't remember what.
I don't want to hear it. You're prattling. I don't want to hear it. Just shove off. Heretics.
All right, enough of the chatter. Come here. Here. These potions will be necessary later, so be careful with them. Apart from that, it's still a few miles to the ritual place. As you're all gifted with magic, the spores in the forest ahead will make you a little dizzy, but we won't stay for long. Any questions? Long story. Simply put, they come from a special kind of mushroom that has infested this forest, and staying near them worsens the Arcanist's fever.
Oh.
So, in
right.
case you're thinking about exploring further, take some magical protection and some ambrosia with you.
Please tell me he gave me some ambrosia, because I really, really, really need that right now.
Good. Stay close to me.
I've tried a Dark Souls game, and I pretty much ended up launching it. I almost threw my entire computer out the window. And from what I understand,
but it's too late for that. Korek would.
Elden Ring is as bad as Wow, that bit of the game was quite loud. So yeah, I won't be touching those games anytime soon. I mean, I like the idea of them. I would love to be able to play them, but I don't have the patience for them.
So this is the Whispering Forest. Fascinating. I've read a lot about it, but never actually seen it.
The game's sound balance isn't very well balanced sometimes.
I bet you know all about the Undercity's rat holes instead.
Die, buggy! Oh, no. Whoops. Die, beetle.
Hold on.
I've actually had to turn the difficulty level of this game down twice. Anyway, let's see. Did he give me ambrosia? Cure disease, health, mana, no. Crud. So I'm going to die in this forest because I can't stave off the...
Wait, do you see that?
Oh, look forward to it.
Yes, that man. What is he doing?
Who cares? He's probably just a traveler.
He shouldn't be here. No merchant in his right mind would voluntarily travel through the Whispering Forest. We'll go take a look at him. Stay ready. I see it.
She's with me now. Forever.
Kirosh.
What in? You there? Who are you? And what are you doing here?
She's with me now. Forever.
What are you, deaf? Identify yourself.
He's suffering
His
the red
eyes.
madness.
Master, this is the Red Madness.
Shit. Of course. You will put away that pickaxe right now, my sir, and then get on your knees.
She wanted to leave. Don't you understand? She wanted to leave me. Just like that.
This is
But now,
disgusting.
She will stay. She...
Ow.
By the righteous path! Have you lost your mind?
I could ask you the same thing, damn it! Did you forget what Magister Yarrow did to the novices? This man could have attacked us at any moment.
Oh, really? Malphas protect us from your cunning. But did the thought ever cross your mind that one needs to understand a disease in order to heal it? And that some apothecary might have given their left hand for a living patient?
You're not being fair, Master. I was only protecting us.
Like heck you did. You behaved like an idiot. And not for the first time. The other masters might ignore that fact due to your religious commitment and your bloodline. I get that. But if something like this ever happens again, you will be suspended from the rites and will spend the rest of your life polishing prayer banks in the sanctum. Do I make myself clear?
He really was trying to protect us, Master. Maybe...
Do I make myself clear?
You do. Master. And I beg your forgiveness for my offense.
Granted. Now let's push on. We will take care of the body after the ritual.
Well, this is going to be a fun party.
Just save it.
I mean, that guy doesn't like people at the best of times, and he just got a dressing down. Okay, we're going off-road. Yeah, this place
Here
doesn't
it is,
look ominous
the
at all.
first foothold. This is where Malthus's vassals erected their first camp, so behave yourselves accordingly. You too, prodigy.
Yes, sir, master, sir. I guess
Well
we're
then,
getting a video sequence
before we start, there's something I need to tell you. Something, important. The rumors concerning the deaths of the Lightborn, they're true.
What?
The gods are dead. They fell 2 winters ago beneath the sword of an unknown traveler. We, that is, the Order, have known about this for quite some time now, but haven't told the common people yet. But since the 3 of you intend to take the trial, there's no way to disguise the truth anymore.
But how can a god die?
There was a prophecy, as old as the Lightborn themselves, in which there was talk of a shadow god, who would end the era of gods. And it came true. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. You're telling us that the gods have been killed, and you are sorry. What's next? That tomorrow the sun will stop shining?
Potentially,
Tell us
yes.
that this is a test, Master. It is, isn't it? A test of our faith.
No, the Lightborn are dead. But, hard as it may be to accept, we cannot afford to fall into a spiritual
heck is
crisis
we?
right now.
The Order of the Gods, Malthus's order, was created to protect the Lightborn. And if what you're saying, this blasphemy is true, then we're meaningless. We failed, don't you see that? Oh, by the Black Guardian, I just can't believe it.
And though I shan't be seen, thou shalt live by my virtue. 3rd Revelation, verse 137. I know it's hard, Dunmar, but if this is true, we have to show strength and keep on believing in what the Lightborn stood for, which is the idea of peace and...
Oh, just shut your mouth, Sakaresh. If anything, you lowborn scum are living proof that the Order is going downhill. Do you really think I don't know about the village? You're a damned witch, and if this were the old times, you would have been crucified long time ago.
You don't mean that, Dunmar.
Drop it, for heaven's sake! We're all on the same side here.
No,
this
we
is
are
getting
not.
heated.
This wench doesn't have any right to wear the white robes. And if you would spend more time with the Holy Scriptures instead of your brandy bottle, you would see it as well. But no, you just...
Shut up! I swear to you, one more word and you will wish that I just suspended you.
But...
No buts! Do you understand?
Yes.
I hope so, for your sake. Just be glad that this is a time when we need skilled mages more than ever. Just be glad. Now enough of this. Our demeanor defiles this sacred place. There will be enough time for depression and personal crisis after the trial. Let's recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor. In life, as in death.
May your light guide me.
Good. As you know, this trial will test the fortitude of your spirit. Because this is what, distinguishes a keeper from a soldier. What distinguishes a wise man from a fool. Keep that in mind. Now, drink the potion I gave you. You first, Prodigy. Let's hope the Grand Master was right about you.
Oh dear. So we're about to go on like some vision quest. This will be fun. Night night. Punk.
Oh no. No. No, no. I knew I wouldn't be the last one. Did they also tell you the tales about the Keeper's spirit? They've lured you into a trap, you know. And you fell for it. Because you're arrogant. Just as I am. As I was.
Whining illusion. I expected a little more.
Of course not. At least not according to your definition of the word. But then again, what is reality anyway? If I told you that you and your friend Sirius actually lie dead at the bottom of the sea, and that everything that has happened so far, your journey to Ark, the search at the Sun Coast, was only a dream, would you be able to recognize the truth? The answer is no. Because you don't want to be dead. Therefore, your mind will do anything to make you believe this entire dream you've had was and is reality. Doesn't it? Tell me, what is time to the dead and dreaming anyway? The last second before the water floods into your lungs. The very last instant before it tears them apart. In your mind, it could be an eternity. A self-created sanctuary built from nothing but your wishes. But what's the point in talking anyway? You don't want to believe me. And I'm tired of trying to make you. Now leave me alone, before we make the suppressor even angrier. He doesn't like words. He likes the silence. What? They haven't told you about him? Oh, that's so typical. The suppressor. He's the reason why we will be imprisoned here forever, and why we can't access our feelings and wishes. And he does it because he wants us to lose hope. Stop believing. And you know, sometimes I wonder if that's exactly what we humans, what I have to do to finally be free. Give up. Detach myself from the dreams of the past. Who knows if there were anything else than phantasms to begin with. But no.
This is
It's
why
too
I
early
started
to
playing this
surrender.
game during Halloween. It
And
does
isn't
get a
that
bit
what makes us human
psychological
anyway?
on you.
To hope? And to just keep on waiting for that one miracle that will end the pain once and for all?
I could end your pain if you want right now. Pretty sure I still have my sword in
Yeah,
my back.
I'll wait. And you will wait with me forever.
Yeah, not a chance, mate. I'm leaving.
What the? How did you do that? You simply opened it? But that's impossible. All these years it's kept me from escaping, and you just... Come on. We have to look. We have to look and see what's outside. We won't get far, but still we have to see. Come, lead the way.
have a knife, not my sword.
By the gods! These are the scourges of the Suppressor! They want to punish us!
Floaty chair. Corpses, up we go.
So cold. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go. After all, I mean, yeah. Yes, the cell is small, but at least it's safe.
These things aren't hurting me too much, then it's all in my character's head at the end of the day, isn't it? Escape from the strange place. Now, prisoners at a prison. 8 son of a prisoner spoke of an oppressor who will only let us go after we let go of all. Regardless of whether that is true or not, I have to find a way out. Well, I'm hoping I can finish this mission in the next 15 minutes because that's when I was planning to end stream and see if Mojo was still on, because we were going to go and raid her. Because I don't normally miss her streams, but I might today, depending on when I finish mine. Can I get out of this water now that I've fallen in it? Let me out, let me out, let me out. There we go. So, where am I going? Where's the path I came down?
What the? Haven't we been here before? By the gods, everything here looks so similar. It's a damn maze. Oh, really? We should never have left. This will be our doom. Oh no. No. See it? All the cells, they're all empty. And there's blood. Oh no. There were people in there just like us. They didn't know their place either, and now they're dead. They've simply dissolved. Because they dared disobey the Suppressor. What will happen to us too? I knew it was a mistake to leave in the first place. I just knew it.
Owie. Phew, that damn near one-shot me. Key. this bit then? Huh? Did he just like teleport through the bars? Dude, go grab the key. Ah. You can grab and move items by holding E. Just takes us back to our cell. Well, that was nothing. Bloop. Escape from strange place. Take 2.
Oh no, no! Can't you see? We're back where we started. It's just useless. The suppressor doesn't want us to leave, and now he will be even angrier when we meet him than he was before. What? Leave me alone!
You're the suppressor's
punishment. It will be horrible.
Why are you so afraid of the suppressor? I haven't seen anything. There must be a way out of here. I just don't understand it. Who are you? A part of me? An illusion?
Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious? But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were. No, you haven't. Because you're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single stone, in every bone, in every drop of blood, and yet you are too blind to see it. But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family? I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you. No, there isn't. Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past, and that's why we do not deserve freedom.
Trapped in the past, huh? Well, let's rest for an hour. See if it does anything.
What? Leave me alone! The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible. Well, well. So you figured it out? Yes. I am what keeps you in this place. Was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the winter filling your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child, have you?
No, I found the Skull of Remorse.
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. How are you feeling? Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird now that you mention it. The entire temple seemed kind of deserted. Probably a ceremony or something like that. Now, tell me, how are you holding up? I heard this trial's quite the feat. Apparently some of the novices never wake up again. In the temple, the curarium to be precise. You were brought here when you were traveling with that Ixen guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order. Well, you shouldn't. Do you know why? Because you're pathetic. Simply pathetic.
Yep, I knew it. He said a name he couldn't have said.
I said you are pathetic. At first, we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you. And you, prophetess, you are the biggest joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
And a murderer.
And that is why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
So you were the ones behind it, aren't you? Why are you doing this? What have you done? What have we done to you?
What have you done to us? You are so naive. The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your existence is annihilation. That's the way it was, and that's the way it's going to be. But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did, even though the result is rather sobering. Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the mist.
Interesting. So that's the omnipotent godly beings that are planning to waste all of humanity, with a few exceptions.
Thank Malphus. I was starting to think I was the only one. How are you? You look exhausted. You did. That's probably one of the after effects of the potion, but it will pass, I'm sure of it. But it's good to see the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it. But I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. We passed the trial. Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course, about this cycle. This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in.
That is a Lightborn is the best thing that could have happened to mankind. I figured. What do you make of all this? The cycle, this cleansing?
Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease. Well, I suppose all of this explains a lot. At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you.
We're all doomed.
Yes, I believe that. It's a great responsibility you've been given, and as impressive as your skills are, I would not want to change places with you. Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you in the Emporium. Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up again. No, in spite of everything. You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior. The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? Maybe he would have been a great help to the Order with the right guidance. But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie. Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea. And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy. I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first? As you wish. Where should I start? Maybe with the fact that I don't remember anything that happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents. I wish I knew.
Oh, this is the girl that we have the option to roll.
What I do
not
know,
that
though,
other
is
mage.
that the first memory I have is of waking up in the middle of some village. It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, that's when I realized what was actually going on around me. The entire village. It had been destroyed. There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children, and the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets there. And it had all just happened hours before because the destruction was still fresh. Whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders coming through the smoke. One of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses, and started screaming something in my direction. Then I felt a blow on the back of my head, and I lost consciousness. By the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday. It's okay. Anyway, it turned out that the riders were men from the village who had gone hunting. They must have observed the whatever it was, from the distance, and ridden back to the village. At least I think that's how it went. I guess I'll never find out. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the writers think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer. Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And actually, it doesn't matter, because I somehow managed to get away before they could do anything. I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end because I was pathless. Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages of being a child. You don't think. You just act. Still, the winters down there were cruel. And if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, yes, he saw me and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it.
Lady, because my streaming time is over.
Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide. Yes. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it. One of those hunters, from then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with. Maybe, but you know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. But I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. As you wish. The apothecary put your gear in the chest by your bed. Now walk blessed. I will see you soon.
Right, quickly save the game, and then we'll go read out. Clear out the old saves, because don't want to be leaving too much junk on the computer. Right, close the game for now. Now then, go back over here. So, thanks for coming. As I said earlier, I'm hoping Mojo's still online. We're going to go and read out to her. If not, Pen's probably online by now, so we can go read him. It'll be one of those two. So, let's see. For a raid message, I can't remember the one I used last time, and it was apparently very good. Oh well, I guess I'll have to do a version of it. I think that'll work. So, anybody that's still here, let's see, we're going to raid out now. So there's a raid message you can copy. And I'm going to go over here and start the raid. Raid channel. Search. Mojo. Start raid. Okay, so Mojo is still on. So, yep, off we go. So, I'll see you over there. Thanks for coming and see you in the wilds.
This is where I die.